guys, it is Monday the 29th, I believe, and I had to move Nathan's truck so I could get out, but I had to show you what I did. This is called confession time. I have to show you what I did. I hit the fence. This is what I did to his truck. I mean, it's not funny, but he's going to give me a hard time forever. So let me show you. I did this to his truck. Now, if I could get that off real quick so he would never know, I would, but I don't think I can. Can I get it off? It's just white paint off the old fence. That's all it is. I don't have anything to scrape it all off with. See, if I could scrape it off, I would. Oh, wait a minute. I got the paint scraper in the back of the truck. Let me see if I can go get it. The ice scraper. Hold on. Okay, you guys, I got most of it scraped off. Now I went in and got a permanent marker so I can cover up the sins of what's left. So here goes. See, I got most of it off. So what we're going to do now is just put some permanent marker on this. See if we can't rub it in. See? It'll be as good as new. Nathan will never know unless he watches my video. So we're going to wait and see if he watches my video. Because see, one time, well, years and years ago, I accidentally was trying to be nice when he had his first car. And I decided to wax it for him. Well, I never waxed the car, but I was in the mood and thought I would be nice. And I left wax marks. And I have never, ever, ever heard the end of that my whole entire life with him. So, alright, there we go. You cannot tell that Mommy scraped the fence this morning. And I haven't been busted yet, so I think I'm in the clear. I think I'm in the clear. Yes, I do. I got black fingers to prove. Yeah, I think I'm good. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting good. And we're going to go pick up Bevels before I get busted. All right. All right, everybody. The only person who knows about my crime so far, my hit, scrape, permanent marker, and run is my daughter, Katie. I told her she cannot rat me out. And this is the only evidence of my crime, is you guys and my finger. I got a little bit of black on this side of my finger. See that? And I got black there. So that is the only crime other than the tool of concealment. That's it right there. That's the tool of concealment. So from here on out, when y'all look at a permanent marker, a black permanent marker, think of, you can conceal a bumper, a bully bumper. I call those bully bumpers, but they're called brush guards, I think. I've always called them a bully bumper. When you see a permanent marker, think bully bumpers now. How you can conceal your crime on a bully bumper, a black bully bumper with a permanent marker. Oh my goodness, this is gonna. I would have told him, but it's more fun doing this than it is telling him outright that I've done it. This is more fun because sometimes Nathan watches my videos and sometimes he doesn't. So he may never know that I've done it. And then again, I may get busted in a couple days. So we'll just have to wait and see. You know, we'll have to wait and see because I know that this is evidence. This is evidence, and you guys are evidence. So you guys, since you guys know, you guys are guilty by knowledge, not by association, because you're not here with me. But you guys know of the crime. So you guys are guilty with me because you're not. Don't rat me out. Oh. Nathan would not have been mad. Take my word for it. I know my kid. He would not have been mad. And if he had done it to mine, I would not have been mad either. So, because things happen. and I tell you why, because years and years and years ago, I had this, I loved my blue Dodge pickup truck. I had a 1500 with the Hemi, and it was a big truck. It was not jacked up, but it was, the tires were a little bit bigger. It came that way. I did not do that to it. But I loved my blue Dodge truck with the Hemi. Oh, I love my blue truck. But unfortunately, due to something, I lost it. Due to husband losing a job, I lost my truck. And my mom backed into it. And rather than she caught her, the white truck Nathan has now, she owned that truck at the time, and she backed into my truck, and she had a ball hitch on, and she caught my bumper. But rather than stop what she was doing or call into the house and say, hey, I've hooked your bumper, she decided she would pull away. She did more damage pulling away than she did hooking my bumper, because if she just let me come out and step on her bumper, and maybe we jacked my car up, we could have got her unhitched. You know, a couple of us could have stood on the back of her truck, and we could have gotten her unhitched without her causing damage to my bumper. And I told her, I said, why didn't you just come in and get us? Well, I feel bad I did it. I'm like, but you did more damage. She not only tore up my bumper, but she put 2 dents in the back of my tailgate. And I had to live with those forever, because I did not put the bumper against the insurance, because it would cost me more in the long run to put it against the insurance than if I'd just gone to a junkyard and grabbed myself another bumper. And that's what I always intended on doing, was, you know, eventually replacing the bumper on it. But other than that, the truck was, that truck, I love that truck. That was my favorite vehicle I've ever owned, was my blue Dodge pickup truck. It was chromed out. Not that I really care, but it was. But it came that way. So, but no. Here's the only evidence. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully my daughter does not rat me out today. I told her, please don't rat me out. I've got to tell Bevels what I did too. So, I was going to add this video onto what I've already been recording for the last day or two. But I think this is a video all in its own. So I think we'll call it, I don't know what to call this video, because I have to tell Bevels yet that what I've done. I need, confession. We'll call this one confession or something. Confession of crime. Confession but no evidence. Is that way we can do it? Or confession and no sign? I don't know. Call it something. So, all right, I'm gonna let y'all go for right now. Now, I'll say this: if it was anybody else's vehicle, you know, like if I was driving Bevels or Wes's, and or anybody else's, I would confess immediately, and I would do the proper thing and pay their deductible or fix their vehicle or have it painted out or whatever. You know, if it needed to be fixed, I would do it. But I only knew that I could possibly do this, get it off, because when I had that blue Dodge, I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, right after I got it. And if anybody's been to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, you know that the road is tight and there's a lot of people walking around. And this is back when, you know, there was a lot of people because there was no COVID. And I went into this parking lot, you know, where you can pay for parking. And I parked my car, and my daughter was really little. She was young then. And we had gone into an arcade, and she had fallen down this flight of steps, stone steps, concrete stone steps that went up to the arcade. She had slipped and fallen down them and hurt herself. And I wanted to get her back to the cabin we were staying at so we could clean her up and see how bad she was hurt. And as a mom, I ran to the parking lot, and I went and got my truck. And as I was coming out of the parking lot, they had these big concrete yellow poles about this big around for, they tell you to, and I hit one. And my brother I had invited everybody to come stay with us at the cabin. I'd paid for everybody to come stay. Because back then I was doing hair and I was making pretty good money doing hair. And I saved up all my tips for this trip. And it was in February when it snowed. And I invited everybody to come stay at the cabin. And I had hit that pole, and I knew my brother would be relentless about picking on me. So when I hit that yellow pole, I had this yellow stripe on the side of my truck. And I wanted to get that yellow paint off my truck so bad. And my daughter had just gotten a big eraser from Claire's Boutique. And it was a giant eraser. And I was thinking, okay, the bald-headed guy that has the cleaning stuff had a eraser that would erase marks. I'm thinking, hey, would this work? So I was out there with that eraser, scrubbing that yellow paint off of my truck. And it did not dent the truck. It just scraped it. Every bit of that yellow paint came off. I knew where it was, but when I got back home to Florida and pointed it to the husband to show him what I had done, he's like, I can't see a thing. So you could not see anything. I could just barely see like a scuff looking mark on it, and I knew exactly where it was. But what I'd done that day, so my brother would not make fun of me, because he would have been mean about it. Teasing someone is one thing, being mean is another. He would have gone on and on forever, and it would have been, and his wife, because she's a horrible person, she would have been nasty. So I put muddy dirt on it, and I had the kids throw dirt and snow at it, because we had snow, like it had been hit with, like that. So nobody never knew. Just my mom and my daughter knew at the time that I'd done that. So thank goodness I had that previous experience so that I could cover up this crime. All right, so I got to go to the post office real quick and make sure there's nothing there, and then go pick up Bevels. So in a bit, guys. Look, y'all, Bevels is all gussied up. She's in a dress and all fancied up. She looks so pretty. She's all gussied up.
That was sneaky.
I know, I gotcha. Okay, you guys. All right, so son has no idea what happened to his truck this morning. I'm waiting. I told Bevels I was waiting to find out, to see if I was making sure he wasn't behind me. I'm waiting to see if he watches this video and he busts me, okay? Because I told her what I did, and I hadn't told him yet. And she's like, oh, it's going to be so funny when he finds out. So, because Nathan's just going to laugh and make fun in a good way. So I'm not really worried, because he's like I am. It's an accident. You didn't mean to do it, and things happen. So we're just going to wait and see. So it's late. I'm tired. Bevels and I ran around today after I picked her up, and went to the place where I'm going to have a spot to sell my stuff. And we went to lunch, and then I ran by Ace Hardware and picked up some mulch for the garden I'm doing. So tomorrow I'll put that mulch out, and tomorrow I'm hoping to paint the pegboard for my booth or space at the for my stuff I'm going to sell. So I'm going to say, y'all like my videos, like and subscribe. If you don't, I'm sorry. But remember, enjoy the craziness of life, because you might laugh about when you tell a friend. Oh, my hair is growing again. It is really growing. So I cannot wait until it gets really long. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.